Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, July 15th. This is the mess of my desk right now. I'm working on sorting and organizing, breaking stuff down into player lots to get everything sold or listed, I should say. That's just a small fraction of it. Here's my little storage area where I'm storing the Bowman I've been accumulating. We got a lot more cardage here that we're sorting. Oh, what are these? Prizm mega boxes. Oh, how'd those get there? Like there's cards everywhere. I've just got piles of this stuff everywhere. Given that PSA has brought down their pricing, what should I do with those? So I've got all of these boxes here. These are things I'm working on selling now that I'm organizing. More players here, more here. Fortunately, we have this nice shelving. Helps organize all of this stuff. Oh, brother. Logan Gilbert for days. Who knew? Apparently I did. It's an utter mess because then I've got to work with all these graded cards and organize those. It's problematic. This is going to keep me busy for the longest time. And if you don't hear from me in the comments for a while, or if I don't shoot videos, that's why. And then additionally, I have all of this stuff over here that these are keepers in my collection. Obviously, I'll pare it down once I get a chance to move on from that other stuff. Yeah, don't envy me. These are all raw cards here. So let's get to the mail week video. I've got some Sapphire that I got from some breaks and some auctions, and then some more Mojos I want to show you real quick. All right, we're taking it to the hood like I like to do, taking it to the streets, getting a little ghetto with it like I like to do. This one's for you, Tedo. You asked for more videos like this. I told you were going to get your shout out when I went ahead and did it. These are cards here that I just picked up as singles over the past week or two. This Lizaraga here actually got it for about $4.25. I contacted the seller and he actually refunded me for it. You're not going to be able to see it here. I've got a steel shot though, but right here, like right there, I can feel there's like this huge dent. Actually, you can kind of see it. There it is. A dent on the back of the card. And then the lower corner, it's bent too. Like it got dinged on something. That one you really can't tell. So I contacted him, showed him some photos, told him about it. He just refunded me. I would have sent it back, of course. So I had another guy, he refunded me for a, what was it? It was a De La Cruz. But he went and hit the refund first before he could generate the shipping label. So no big deal. I slapped a stamp on it. Hopefully it gets there. I don't want to keep people's cards. Bad cards have no value to me. More Sosa. You know I'm all about that. Some foil here. Cabrera. Probably about $2 to $3 on that Cabrera. This Campos here was pretty cheap. It was only about $3. Same with this Clace. So most of this stuff you're going to see was in the $2 to $3 range. If it wasn't, then I'll go ahead and mention it. You know, like if it was something a little bit more expensive. Obviously this De La Cruz here had a print line on it, but you can't do anything about that. I generally wouldn't return something like that. The only time I'll do a return is if it's drastic. I had a Valera that I had to return, that I had paid $12 for, and this thing was just so scratched all through his midsection here. So unless it's something drastic, there's no need to be that guy. There's obviously a difference between something coming from the factory. These cards were purchased as part of a lot from a seller. And there's a difference between getting something that came damaged from the factory, some kind of print line, maybe $6, $7 for that Campos, a couple De La Cruzes. I think these were $2 total, like $1 each. This one seller, I feel like I got a really good deal on. It was a huge Montgomery lot, and I paid $31 for it. Let me show you what I got here. 5 Mojos that all looked pretty solid. No, the 5th one actually is in the bedroom. I left that one back there. So, but there were 5 that were pretty solid. So when I was looking at the lot, I was only really looking at those cards in terms of how I wanted to place my bid. Several of the chrome cards, when I got them and examined them, what do we got, 4, 5, those looked pretty good as well. These Muncies should have went with the previous lot. I got those from a seller. He actually threw in this color match Amador. I think it had like a light print line or something, but it's all good. Amador is a good player. Unfortunately, in 2021, he's only got an auto, or else I would be scooping up a lot of his firsts. His autos are a bit too expensive for me at this point, so I've been keeping an eye on him, but he's a good player. So maybe somebody to take a look at stat-wise. Check him out, see if he's somebody that interests you. Like I said, he only has autos and Bowman Chrome though. And these Montgomerys were also with that lot. So everything you just saw, the 5 Mojos, there were 5 Chromes, plus you've got another 3 Chromes. You know what? Maybe I did get all of these from him. Yeah, these Muncies were in there too. So it was a separate lot. That's what it was. There were 2 separate lots. So those 2 Muncies here, these were in good shape. They came from him. 1 Chrome and 1 Mojo. And then these ones had like light surface scratching or little print lines or things like that. But overall, for everything that I got, I felt like it was a really good value just for the Mojos alone. But then you throw in the Chromes, the Muncies, all of that other stuff. W. A few more gold cards, again, $1 on these. I think actually these 3 were from the same seller. They were like $4 total. This one I wanted to highlight because this happened a couple times to me. If you recall, when they were having the issues with CSG and the eBay authentication, you would have that issue where the sleeve was out of the Ultra Pro ever so slightly, so it opened up the card to be damaged in transit. And that's what happened with this Veerling. It wasn't damaged in transit though. So just to close it out, we had a few of these guys. This Watson, probably 10 to 12 bucks on that Watson. We got to put a couple things up on the stand, right? If we're not using the stands, what are they here for? This next one I'm going to show you, this particular seller, I paid, I want to say 110 for these Sapphire cards here. And I haven't looked at these yet, still got the tape on it. All right, ended up getting 7 Sapphire autos. These are all kind of lower end guys that I was picking up on average for about $7 to $8. A couple Angeles, a couple Valenzuela, a couple of Genovis, and then another Valenzuela. Autograph's decent Valenzuelas, right? Look at these other ones. What is that? Come on. See, and then you got his looking all right. And then look at this scribble. Chicken scratch. Look at that. He can't even do it the same way. Different each time. The main reason why I was shopping with the seller was was surprised I won this lot. 16 Sapphire firsts. There was one other lot. It was might have been a Mead that I was going after that I lost out on. These cards got pricey. I was surprised I won this lot for so low. It was about $60, $66 after tax. Surprise, surprise, Lynn and Sosa. So 16 of them. I haven't pulled these out and looked at them. When I was just flipping through them real quick though, the centering's kind of on these cards, just like with Chrome, right? So with PSA's new $18 service level opening up, that raises the question. Something like this, Sapphire, maybe you shoot a couple of these off. I don't know. My thing about PSA is that I have an order that should be coming back soon. I was submitting 20, 30, 40 copies of a single card. People say maybe you don't want to do that. So who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to speak to what people talk about in terms of the rumors and all of that stuff about what PSA is up to in terms of if you submit a ton of the same card. We'll find out when my order comes back. I might send a couple of those off, $18 with their 5 to 6 month time frame, or 150 days they call it. That kind of puts you right in the wheelhouse of the next baseball season starting, spring training. If you get them back early, maybe you can catch the back end of the playoffs, the NFL. That's, I don't know, basketball season's going to be over, and I might do a standalone video talking about this. Thinking about putting together a large order to send out at the end of July for $18 per. If I do that, maybe I'll come back and have that standalone video and kind of talk about some things I was thinking about as I was doing it, but I've got a lot of other stuff going on. So it's going to have to be something that happens at the end of the month. Fortunately, I always pre-screen my cards and I pre-grade them before I file them away. So it's easy to kind of just pull things out because they already have kind of an expected grade on there. One last one, Hobby Legends once again. I spent $240 on 6 players. Low end guys for the most part, but a couple guys I wanted to chase and then a couple speculative guys. Lizarraga, once again, is a pitcher I was chasing. He's in A-ball right now for the Padres. When I did the math the way that this stuff was shaking out, there should have been about 10 of each guy. So I haven't opened these up to count these. So we got 5. That's the way the math worked. It could be give or take, right? So let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I don't know if every player is going to be like that. If it is, then I drastically underdid my math. And ooh, we'll save that for last. Let's see. So it looks like we just hit a lot of him. These other stacks don't look to be as big. Guzman, he's 20 already, so that's why he doesn't have too much allure, and he actually just started playing this season recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that added up to what I was expecting. Again, we'll save that one. Save that one. And I was expecting, based on averages, the way everything was working out, the number of players I got, and the number of boxes, everything, that there would be 2 colored number cards out of here somewhere if you hit the average. Salas, you know, I've talked about him on the channel a lot. I've got a bunch of his Bowman first, so it's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So non-first on him. Let's go Machado. Oh, I saw something on the back there. So I think actually went over on the color because these last 2 guys I'm going to show you had color as well. One, oh, we're going to try to save that colored one for last. That's my COC, my card of color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the color will be number 10. It's a Machado to 50. So when you see color come out like that, then what's that Machado though? He's not highly regarded at this point. He's actually doing fairly well in A, so that's why I chased him. But you definitely want to see the firsts come out as color, as opposed to the Salas, for example. As much as I love the guy, you know, as a player, you know. All right, so we got a little something here that's stand worthy, so I had to set up a separate stand. Zayed Salinas, he recently just started playing for their rookie ball team. He hadn't started out the year, so he's doing okay. He's 269, he's 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see it, there it is. Boom, a red out of 10. Nice. Of course, since he just started, you might rather see Machado as that red, or if you had Sosa in a break, for instance, obviously that's somebody you'd want to see. All right, last one, here we go. This guy I've talked about on the channel quite a bit, saying maybe he's kind of undervalued. in my opinion, but you know, don't take my advice for it. He's a guy that I like in terms of guys that weren't really necessarily on the top tier. Okay, we're gonna hide that one until the end as well. The color stack here looks like it might be a little more than 10. Samad Taylor, you've heard me talk about him. 3, 4, or 3 I should say. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and number 12. Boom, another orange. Number to 50. Centering looks like it might be a little off top to bottom on the Taylor. Let me show you the 3. So take a look at the Salinas. Looks pretty well centered. And again, I haven't taken a look at these cards surface wise, so hopefully these are clean enough. I don't know that they're grade worthy at 18. Maybe because they are numbered. Put the 2 oranges by each other. I might look to try to move them raw to recoup a lot of what I paid for this, because like I said, I paid $240 total for all of this stuff. The guys I was really chasing was the Taylor, and we ended up getting 12 of those. Salinas, we ended up getting 10 of him, and then Machado, 10 of him as well. The Lizarraga kind of chased him just a tiny bit, but the Guzman and the Salas I just picked up because they were cheap. So that is what I got on my mail day. There was more, but this video would get too long. It already is. So let me get out of here. Come back with another part of a mail day week next week or in a couple weeks. Hopefully the space looks a little bit more organized and I can show that off at that point. It's going to be a process. It's going to take all summer. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, be well, and whenever you're seeing this video, hopefully you are doing well.